Hello everybody, welcome to my video. Today we're playing on the CD32 today. As you see by the screen we're playing, that's what I call games. This is episode 6 of 10. Now I haven't done one of these for quite some time. If you're fairly new to these and you don't know what they're about, basically this is a series that started quite some time ago. There's 100 games on this disc, and that's far too many to do for one video, which is why I'm doing 10. 10 videos, each video having 10 games. So hopefully over the course of time we'll play 100 games and see what ones are good and what ones are bad. But anyway, starting off with number 51 on the list, episode 6. Let's go. Okay, we resume with a 100 game playthrough. This is episode 6 of 10 and this is game 51 on the list. This is Mr. Wobbly. Collect the stars to earn your spaceship. It's a joystick game. Sorry, no author's instructions available. There you go, Mr. Wobbly. This rings a bell. I think I might have played this. Okay, this is Mr. Wobbly Leg versus the Invaders from space. I think that was correct. And this game, I definitely do remember from the old days. Right, it was on the front of a magazine, but what happens to that disc, I have no idea. But anyway, I remember what you got to do. It's basically Space Invaders, but more of a avoid 'em up here at the moment of time, and a little bit of a collect 'em up. What we've got to try and do is we've got to increase our class pilots. We start off as a 5th class pilot, which is not good. That is the basics. Now you've got to go from left to right, hit the switch and pick up the star. Each time you successfully pick up a star, you go up a class. Once you get to first class, then you can actually be a pilot. If you don't reach first class, you will not be a pilot, you actually be game over. Once you've got to a first class and you're able to fly and fight back, then you've got to keep going. Keep going and see how much you can actually upgrade. Each time you successfully hit a switch and grab an item, you're upgrading your spaceship. So basically, the more the better. But of course, it's never going to be easy. These bullets that they are firing at me get faster and more often over the course of the game. So that makes it incredibly difficult. And of course, this is not like your normal Space Invaders. We have these bases, we haven't got to protect them, they're protecting me. Now also, you can actually replenish those at some point, but again, you need a lot of luck. But also, if you die, it does replenish them anyway. But we're now upgrading the spaceship. We've got extra bullets. But we're not done yet. Let's keep going. Let's try and get up a little bit more than that. Hit the switch. But you can get a lot of upgrades here. But again, it all depends on how well you do. And how well you do it. Right, a less bullet delay. And of course, as soon as these bases are taken away, then you've got nothing to defend yourself. Now, the top right corner, we have 3 men and 3 guns. The guns is your spaceship. The men is Mr. Wobbly himself. So we've just lost a life though, but we've got some extra bullets out of that. But anyway, I don't want to die yet. It's too early days. I want to try and upgrade the spacecraft a lot more than that. So hit the switch. Of course, dying, even though I didn't really want to die just yet, it's too early to say. But anyway, you do replenish your bases. But let's keep going. Right, a constant fire, so now you can hold the fire button down and it continuously fire for you. But again, at this early stage, it's not going to be at a very, very fast rate. So you want to try and increase that a little bit more. So we're not done yet, let's keep going. This does sound very comical on my headphones. Right, another switch confirmed. Each time you do one, more bullets are going to go your way. And more bullets go their way as well. Okay. It might look like rain, it's definitely not rain. If it was rain, it would look like an English summer around here. Anyway, extra bullets. Fantastic, but we're not done yet. Let's try and get another one. You can also get double spaceships. Whether you get triple, I don't know. I wasn't that good in the old days. I'm hanging in there, I'm hanging in there. Right, there's another one. We've got 2 lives. Once all your men have died, then you go into the spaceship. Whether you can actually fully upgrade it, I don't know. Right, we're not done yet. Let's keep going. Let's see what's next. The more you do it, so there we go. Redraw bases. That is fantastic. But we're not done yet. Let's keep going. We want to give it an absolutely fantastic spaceship. Alright, okay. So at the moment of time, he can't fight back, but he's trying. If you heard that, that was my phone, which is Crash Bandicoot. Right, again, we're not done yet. Let's keep going. But there's not a lot of room here now. There really isn't. It can change very quickly. And it is changing very, very quickly. This is where you need good dodging skills. Yeah, in the old days, I played this a lot. There's another one. What have we got now? 2 guns. Superb. But again, we're not done yet. Just keep going. And of course, over the course of this game, bases will be gone a lot quicker because they're firing a lot more. Right, still keep going. Keep it going, Jamie. Keep it going. Right. Bases is pretty much gone. There's nothing there. Certainly in the middle anyway. Right, okay. We've got another life. Go for it. No rest for the wicked. Let's go. What have we got now? Double bullets. That sounds fantastic. But we're not done yet. Let's keep going. Oh, no. Right, so now we enter the spaceship. And this is what we've got. It's not fine brilliantly, but it's better than what it was at the start. Now they are now performing like Space Invaders would normally do. Now they're going side to side, and now they're actually dropping down. So once you get to the bottom, then they land, and that is also game over. So once you defeated all the aliens, the Space Invaders, which I didn't do in the old days, I never got this far. Or should we say, I never got a spacecraft as good as this in the old days. Once you defeated all of them, then you go back on foot, and I believe you do it again. At the moment of time, we have 3 spaceships, and they had 3 Space Invaders. Now 2. Should be good for me. Should be fine now. Bingo! Superb! Now we're back on foot again. Next game on the list is Nova. A puzzle game, keyboard. Well, it's lucky I've got one. Okay, this is Nova. It's going to be very, very basic footage here because this is very, very complicated. And also, yeah, easy to mess up, basically. It's very much like, as random as it sounds, Shadow Beast 2. One mistake and you're stuck, basically. What you've got to try and do is get these stone ice blocks from where they are now to these white dots. Now I've had quite a few attempts already and I keep making mistakes. The best I've done is 9, which is not enough. The trouble is, it's very easy to put a block in the wrong place where it can't be moved. And if it can't be moved, you can't move on anymore. So you just restart, which is what I've been doing for the last hour and a half. I've had so many attempts, and also at the top left it will count how many times you've moved. But yeah, if you put a block in the wrong place and it doesn't take a lot of effort to do that, and you can't move it, yeah, you ain't going anywhere. So every tap of this keyboard is absolutely crucial. Now the problem is, it's always been the problem, is that right hand side. It's always a problem. The trouble is, where some of them start off is not a good place because you can't really access to them. And one move could be a wrong move. In fact, I think I've messed up already, personally. Because there's too many places. If I were to move something, it's going to block something else. Yeah, I think I've made a mistake. Right, now, if we put that up there, one press of a key incorrectly, and this is all going to go ping-pong. 264. Right, if now we put that to there, up to there, get rid of that one. The issue is still the right hand side, it always is. Pooh, I think I've messed this up. If I put... No. No, I've messed it up. There. Right. Around. Don't mess this up. Right, go round again. To there. Push that to the end. That's another one. No, I've messed up again. I have messed up again. However, that was probably the best go I've had so far. Well, I've been playing this game for about 2 hours. 2 hours, 55 minutes to be precise, and I'm stuck again. The best I can do is There you go, I've had another go. I still can't beat 9. 9 is the best I can do. But anyway, I think that's more enough footage. There we go, Nova. Okay, next one on the list is Numpty. There we go, collect all the coins, mouse and joystick. Quality Control 1992 presents Numpty and the Alien Invaders. Control left and right. Well, I think we had all that. Numpty and the Alien Invaders, January 1992, shareware copyright, Quality Control, send a letter of praise and £5 too. There. Credits, coding, graphics design, Gudja, and music is by Dicky. Quality Control. Okay, this is Numpty, which is basically a Jet Set Willy clone. Now, I do have Jet Set Willy on the CC4, but I haven't played it for years. Jet Set Willy is a platform video game originally written by Matthew Smith for the ZX Spectrum home computer. It was published in 1984 by Software Projects and ported to most home computers at the time. The game is a sequel to Manic Miner, published in 1983, and the second game in the Miner Willy series. It's a significant development in the platform game genre on the home computer. And I love it. I love both of those games. However, I've always preferred Manic Miner. But anyway, this game, it's okay. Now, if it's going to be like those games, it's going to act like those games. So the jump is going to be the same. You can jump on the spot and you can jump at an angle. But the biggest problem is always the falling. Falling from a small height is enough to kill your character. So don't fall from too great heights. But that's quite difficult to do. Or should we say it's easy to do. But anyway, also, it's difficult to tell what kills you and what doesn't. Here's a classic example. This is a Living Dead room. There's a lot of things in here. Some things kill you and some things don't. And if you're not familiar with the game, it's difficult to tell if it's going to kill you or not. So yeah, you're risking it for a biscuit. Now these heads kill you. Of course they do. The armchair on the bottom right does not kill you. The chair on the bottom left doesn't kill you. The chest at the top left doesn't kill you. And neither does the coins. But the TV does kill you. And I'm assuming this is some sort of tumble dryer or washing machine. That also kills you. But everything else, yeah, avoid at all costs. Now this game was written in 10 months on the Dev Pack assembler. And the rules of the game are to find the 395 coins. Which is a lot of coins. A lot more is in my wallet. Anyway, once we've found them, it tells you down the bottom of the screen. At the moment we've got 6. 6 coins, which is still more than in my wallet. But anyway, we won't be doing this today. No way. It's too difficult. Now, trying to progress through this game is not an easy task. And also, trying to get to a safe place. And that very nearly killed him. That was testing his jump. And falling. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. But anyway, you also do have pockets. Yes, we have a pocket 1 and a pocket 2. Both are empty, again, like my wallet. But anyway, avoid the television, avoid the bouncing heads. The chair is okay, just walk into those, fine. Now you can pick up items by finding them in chests, and you can have 1 in each pocket. Now, some items are good, and some of them are completely and utterly useless. So again, it's trial and error, figuring out what is good, what is useful, and what is not. But the most important thing to do in this game is find all those coins. Now these coins are scattered all over the place. It's a very, very big level. But like Jet Set Willy, you can go in any way order you like. Now at the moment we're actually in the Living Dead room again, but for a different perspective. Now you can also go into the basement and also go into the garden. But again, do it in any order you like. There's no time limit here. So again, mate, jump over the television. Now this thing doesn't kill you. I don't know what it is. Maybe some sort of water fountain. So that's fine. But you can't walk into it. It will stop you. So we got to jump over it. But don't jump into a hit. Right, we're going to go into the basement. But again, watch that falling. Now again, so much trial and error here. Now you've got to pick up the coins by walking into them. Falling onto them will not pick them up. Now the green crates won't kill you. The red crates do. The light bulb kills you, and so do these heads. But again, don't fall from too big a distance. Now you can walk through the crates, and you can climb the crates. And if you're going into the garden, for example, you can actually climb the trees in pretty much the same way. But again, the higher you go, the longer you can fall. The bigger the fall. You don't want to fall to your death. So we've got to jump over these red crates. Now we can't jump through that staircase of the wine cellar. So we've got to go back the way we came. But again, avoid the red crates. Now you can also jump backwards. But yes, you do get quite a lot of life in this game. Whether you get more, I don't know. Judging by how many zeros there are, maybe. Anyway, we are now in the loop the loop. So yes, it's going to be a lot of backtracking because coins are all over the place. Jamie, don't walk into the enemy, it's an instant kill. Don't hit the light bulb, it's an instant kill. I don't know what this thing is, we've got to jump on it. There's also a coin up there. Right, you can jump into them that way, but you can't land on top of the coins. So, we've got to jump backwards, then jump from there to there, but don't fall for a great big distance. Okay, so now we've got to jump over the deadly crate and avoid the deadly light bulb, and avoid the deadly faces, and that you don't hear on a daily basis. But anyway, we're rewarded with 2 more coins. We have 23 and 8 lives. Again, there's a tricky one. We're in the dark. We are in the dark. So I'm guessing we need a torch. So I'm jumping. I'm actually jumping. Jump. 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 Right, the problem I've got at the moment is this room is completely and utterly pitch black and I don't have a torch. Now in this room there is an entrance, but unfortunately there's no outrance. But there's also an enemy in here somewhere. But the trouble is I've gone a little bit astray in the dark and now I can't find my way out. So I'm guessing I've got stuck in a very narrow space somewhere. Right, I've managed to pick up a coin in the dark. No, if I quit the game, I'm going to lose. Ah, we're out of there. Okay. I was about to say, if I kill myself, I'm going to lose all my coins. So I managed to find my way out of the dark. So we need a torch. Okay. Anyway, this game, it's okay. It's okay. But of course, if it's going to be like those games, it's going to act like those games. So the jump... Right. My Amiga mouse just fell off the arm of the sofa, landed on my glass, and it's actually broken the glass. Yes, I know, the glass shouldn't have been on the floor in the first place. But blimey, I didn't know a mouse was that strong. Yeah. I'm running out of glasses at the moment. Blimey. Okay, next one on the list is Pac-Attack. Match the characters as they fall. It's a joystick game. Sorry, no overall instructions available. Okay, this is Pac-Attack. Good game, but difficult to explain, but I'll try. Now, I suppose in its way, it's a combination of Pac-Man, Tetris, and I suppose columns in its way. Now, we've got to try and get rid of these blocks. Now, we do it in a number of ways. At the bottom of the screen, we have 2 arrows, one pointing left and one pointing right. Now, we use these to switch columns around, but only with the one that's next to it. You can't do it with one side of the screen to the other. It doesn't work like that. Now, the most likely way to get rid of these blocks is by putting 2 of the same image on top of each other. Like that. And it'll get rid of them and you earn points. That's the most likely way. The other way, and it's probably the best way of doing it, is by using Pac-Man. They use Pac-Man in a number of ways. The best way is by having a Pac-Man on the bottom line. Now, providing you put something on top of his image that Pac-Man can eat, and that could be food, a blue ghost, or a diamond. He'll eat it. And because it's something that cannot eat Pac-Man, his image will stay there, and you can use it for a second time. If you place an image on top of Pac-Man's image that can kill Pac-Man, like a purple, green, or yellow ghost, it'll eat Pac-Man, and Pac-Man's image will be taken away. Because that's a carrot going onto Pac-Man's image, you'll eat it. Like that. So you mustn't put deadly ghosts on top of Pac-Man's images. Does that make sense? There's more anyway. We have a combo system. Another way you can do it is by using Pac-Man for a second time, but this time in a combo way. If you place a Pac-Man image on top of something that he can eat, so again, food, blue ghost, or a diamond, you'll eat it. And you'll keep eating it if it's an image below that one that is something you can eat. So if you can keep eating it, it'll keep going until you reach something like that he cannot eat anymore. And that could be one of 2 things, the base of the line, or a ghost that can kill Pac-Man. Yes, I think that's right. I think I'm explaining it correctly. So Pac-Man, carrot, will eat it. Unfortunately, I wasn't quickly enough. So, moving away, we don't want to be eaten alive. So Pac-Man can eat a blue ghost, not any other colour. The problem is, these icons, they land so randomly and you don't get a lot of time to react. You really don't. and you mustn't let it reach the top line. And you don't have any way of telling what is next to be dropped, which is what it desperately needs. It really would make a big difference. That would definitely make it easier for you. Now also, if you put two Pac-Mans together, then that will get rid of them completely. And you don't want to get rid of two at once. You want to try and keep them as much as you possibly can. But also maintain the height of these. You don't want to get out of control, like that one. Move it along so it doesn't get out of control. But also, get rid of them whenever you can. It's picking up quite some speed here. Right, so we need to get rid of some of these ghosts. You don't want too many ghosts on the top line. And at the moment there is. So blue to blue is fine. Unfortunately, Pac-Man was eaten alive. Move that one along. There we go. Diamond, diamonds. Not quickly enough. Blue, blue. Nope. Move that other way. Move that other way. Green to green. That's fine. Diamond, diamond. That's fine. Green to green. That's fine. Pac-Man's going to get eaten alive. To there. However, this one's getting bad on this right section. In fact, it's bad everywhere. But yes, two coloured images of the same ghost will also be taken away, but you won't earn any points on that. It's not a single dime. But unfortunately, I'm going to run out here. I've been so busy talking about it, I've completely lost the plot. However, I did beat my high score. 7,250 points. Did it make sense? I hope so. There you go. Pack Attack. Okay, now I'm going to go for a high score. That's the plan, Batman. Well, it's going well. I've definitely beat my high score, but trouble is it's getting rather fast now. I can't really keep up. But I'll try. Too many goes on the top line. Uh-oh. Oh, my lord. There we go. There we go. 120. There you go. Got 12,000 that time. Beating my high score. I'm happy with that. Now, you guys are probably watching this video thinking, Jamie, how can you play this game for so long? Once you've mastered it and you know how to play it and you understand how it works, it's actually very, very addictive. So yes, don't judge a book by its cover, people. Well, there we go. I've beaten my high score. There you go. 15,500. That is a good achievement. Beat it again. 17,800. I'm trying to get to 20,000. That's my aim. That's my goal. That's my achievement. 20,000. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Oh, look how close I was. 19,950. I was 50 away. My lord. Oh, I don't believe it. Okay, next game on the list is again Pac-Man related. It's Pac-Sim. Believe it or not, it's a Pac-Man clone and it's a joystick game. And again, no awesome instructions available. Pac-Sim by Marcus. Okay, this is Pac-Sim, which is, believe it or not, a Pac-Man clone. Now, Pac-Man is a Japanese video game franchise published, developed and owned by Bandai Namco Entertainment, formerly Namco. Entries have been developed by a wide array of other video game companies, including Midway Games, Atari and Mass Media Incorporated. The first entry in arcades was in 1980 by Namco and published by Midway Games in North America. Most Pac-Man games are maze chase games, however, many have been made into other games, including platformers, racing games and sports games. Several games in the series have been released in a multitude of home consoles and included in many of Namco's video game compilations. That was Doodle Reed doing this. Now, you cannot go wrong with Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man. I played so many different games, so many different ports, so many different clones, and they're all good in their ways. This is a good one as well, really, really good. However, what I tend to do in the proper game, the real game, is I tend to get the power pellets as late as possible. But on this particular maze, it's a very big maze. It's quite difficult to do. Okay, Maze 2. Now, Pac-Man is one of the longest running, best-selling and highest grossing video game franchises in history and has seen regular releases in over 40 years and has sold nearly 48 million copies across all platforms and grossed over $14 billion, most of which has been from the original arcade game. The character of Pac-Man is the official mascot of Bandai Namco and remains one of the most recognisable video game characters in history. The The franchise is as important as influential and is often used as a representation of 1980s popular culture and video games as a whole. Right, okay, we've got a different maze, and this one's a lot more open, so yeah, a little bit more easier, but again, we've got to try and avoid these ghosts. Now, of course, in the original game, when you pick up a power pellet, the ghosts go blue. When they're blue, you can eat them. Here, they go green. And they don't stay green for very long, of course, they never ever do now, do they? So, they don't actually have a home space on this one, so when they've been eaten, they just go randomly on the screen. Now, the more you eat during that time will determine how many points are awarded to you. But again, the ghosts in the original game, especially Blinky, are very, very difficult. But here, they just do their own thing. But anyway, that's another one done, completed, superb. Okay, Maze 3, if you can call it that. Look at this one, it's incredibly open. Now, Pac-Man is a widespread critical and commercial success, and has an enduring commercial and cultural legacy. The game is considered to be as important as well as influential, and is commonly listed as one of the greatest video games of all time. The success of the game led to several sequels, merchandise, and 2 television series, as well as a hit single by Buckner and Garcia. The Pac-Man video game franchise remains one of the highest grossing and best-selling game series of all time, generating more than $14 billion in revenue as of 2016 and $43 million in sales combined. The character of Pac-Man is a mascot and a flagship icon of Bandai Namco Entertainment, and has the highest branded awareness of any video game character in North America. Now, of course, the ghosts in the original game are Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde, but Blinky has always been the most difficult. Now, in a level like this, he would be an absolute nightmare, because he'd be difficult to avoid. Because he is always difficult to avoid. But anyway, you eat the first ghost, you get 100 points. Then you get 250 points. And then I believe it's probably 500 and then 1,000, something like that. But yeah, you get more points if you eat them in one go. If you don't, they'll go back to their starting positions, they'll respawn, and they go back to just the basic points again. So anyway, you've got to try and find yourself another one. But anyway, this is the most open maze I've ever seen in the game of Pac-Man. So yeah, this is actually quite easy, this one. But don't jinx it, Jamie. 3 more, now 1. But anyway, it's quite a difficult situation, surrounded by deadly ghosts. But yes, I love Pac-Man. I'm a big fan of Pac-Man. Played so many games. There they go, another one done. Okay, final maze in this part of the video. And again, so many power pellets. Now, Pac-Man is a maze chase video game. The player controls the character through an enclosed maze. The objective of the game is to eat all the dots in the maze while avoiding the 4 coloured ghosts: Blinky, red; Pinky, pink; Inky, cyan; and Clyde, orange, that pursue him. When all the dots have been eaten, the player advances to the next level. If Pac-Man makes contact with a ghost, he loses a life, and the game ends when all lives are lost. Each of the 4 ghosts has their own unique artificial intelligence or personalities. Blinky gives direct chase to Pac-Man. Pinky and Inky try to position themselves in front of Pac-Man, usually by cornering him, and Clyde will switch between chasing Pac-Man and fleeing from Pac-Man. Right, again, that's more than enough statistics for this game, Jamie. But anyway, I like it. I really do like it. But again, so many power pellets. Trouble is, they're hovering around the area. It's going to make it difficult. But we need 1. Yes, that should be fine. It lasts quite some time. Now, of course, in the original game, the time spent in this time to eat those ghosts is reduced each time. And of course, it's got so many levels. Now, even though I've played so many Pac-Man games, I've never actually completed the original game, because there's so much there. And of course, it does get very, very difficult. Right, okay, the power pellet has worn off. We need to try and get another one. But again, there's plenty. But the trouble is, the ghosts are hovering around the area. But there's no time limit here. But then why would there in a game like this? But anyway, yeah, let's do a Clyde impression, hovering around the area. But anyway, there we go. We're going to eat him now. And you get 100 for the first, 250 for the second, 800 for the third, and 1,000 for the final one. There we go. But again, plenty of power pellets. Now, also, a power pellet also does count as a pellet. So, yes, if you've got a power pellet left, you've got to eat that to finish off the level. Right, again, they haven't got a home space. So, yeah, they're just going with the flow, aren't they? So, anyway, we need 1 more power pellet just to be sure to get the last few to get this job done. But, yes, on this level, you can get boxed in, but then so can they. So, that's a good thing. Right, okay, 2 more. Maybe we don't need it. But then we've got to get those to finish off the level. Okay, but yeah, these games, well, these levels on this game aren't really as maze-like as the other games. But anyway, some of them are quite challenging. But there we go, 1 more, and now we've got 3 power pellets. Boom, boom, pow. Good game. Next game on the list is a game I played quite a lot in the old days. This is Parasuit Joust. Fight over who gets the parachute before it's too late. It's a joystick game. Parasuit Joust. Good game, but short. Okay, this is Parasuit Joust. Your first choice is whether or not you want to play the game with 1 or 2 players. 1. Once you get into the game proper, you'll find yourself on board a small passenger jet flying at 16,000 feet. The game begins once the doors get ripped away and you find yourself and another person hurtling towards the ground with only 1 parachute. The idea is to ram the opponent and snatch back the parachute. Control is quite simple and you don't even need to use the fire button. You simply point in the direction of your opponent to slam him to grab the parachute. The graphics are simple but effective. It's bright and colourful though, which makes up for the simple graphics. The sound is just a sparse with only real effects being the collision of your opponent and the wind hurling away in the background. But anyway, I love it. I love this game. However, it's very short, but it's much better to play with 2 players. Now, I am the person with the blue jumper. The computer is the opponent with the red jumper. The rules are simple. Grab that parachute and keep it that way. At the moment of time, we're stuck behind a cloud at 11,000 feet. Now, once you've got the parachute in your hand, you then lose quite a lot of speed. So that gives the other character an upper hand on you. So grabbing it back is quite easy for them. But anyway, you don't need fire button. Just move the joystick around, grab the parachute whenever you can, and keep it that way. We're now at 8,000 feet. Again, stuck behind a great big cloud, but I don't have the parachute in my possession. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember in the old days, but when you finish this game, or finish this demo, should we say, it kicks you out of the game, you've got to restart. I don't remember that in the old days, so you only get 1 attempt at it. So if you lose, you want to go again, restart the game. And it's exactly the same for this disc. Anyway, we're at 4,000, and I don't have the parachute. So, even though my character's very slow now, we're trying to keep it away from the other character. But he always snatches it from the end, at the end. It always does. Normally he does. But anyway, Jiggo, just done enough to get the job done. Superb. Brilliant. Love it. But yes, very, very short supply in terms of length of game. But there we go. Parachute Joust. Next game on the list is Poing. There you go. A variation on Brick Out. If the ball passes you, it goes to the previous level. Mouse and keyboard. Poing. Freeware 992 Paul van der Valk. Okay, this is Poing. I have played this on a live stream. It's a good game actually. However, I'm not great at these sort of games. I've not played many in this perspective though. But this game has a nice addition to it because on the right side of the screen we have a force. Now, like Star Wars, the force is strong. Now, you've got to try and hit it 10 times. Now, the bottom right corner of the screen, it tells you its current state. Every time you hit it, one of those green blocks will disappear. Once you hit it the required number of times, you've got to hit it 1 more time and that'll take you through to the next level. And you've got to try and stay there, which is no easy task, because if the ball goes past you, you do get a lifeline, you do get another chance to save yourself, because you go back to the previous stage, but it goes at 100 miles an hour. Now, if you can keep the ball in play, then you can actually save yourself and continue where you left off. But yeah, it's no easy task, but of course, the more levels you got through, the more chance you got to save yourself. If you miss it all the time, then you're going to go back to the start. But anyway, this is level 1, stage 1. Get ready. Now, you do get weapons, but not as often as other games. You can get an additional ball, and of course, you can get multipliers, and I believe you also get a pickup, which doesn't work to your advantage. It actually puts blocks back in place. Like so. I was just talking about you. Right, so we've got a ×2 bonus. Right, we've got to hit the force 2 more times. If it's where I want it to be, which it is, it should be doable. Hit 1 more time. There we go. Now it looks like we're attacking a blocky keyboard. So, again, we want to try and get it to the other side. But also, the more you hit it, of course, it's going to get faster. It always does, which is why you want the additional ball. Now, when you get the additional ball, it's actually the additional one that goes the slowest, not the current one. So you want to try and focus on the slowest one, not the fastest one. Or if you're really, really sneaky, really, really good, keep both of them in play. Which will help, of course. It will speed it up. But anyway, once you get to another level, another force is put in place, and again, it needs 10 hits. But yeah, a level like this, you're not going to get it stuck in one position for a long period of time, as you would do in other ones. Right, unfortunately, I couldn't save myself, so we go back to the start. But We don't need to penetrate any more forces. All we've got to try and do is hit it one more time. So we need a well-timed starting shot here. Right, so then we continue. Right, a B is an extra ball. But again, it's going to be difficult to hit because it's very, very small. Right, we've got to hit the force 3 more times. But now the ball has gone back to being slow again. But again, it never is for very long, is it? We've got another ball. That will certainly speed it up. But yeah, try and focus on the slowest one. Keep that one in play. It makes it easier for you. Right, we've hit the force 10 times. Now we've got to get both of them in there. And then we're going to go on. Again, it should be doable. It should be. Right, so you resume. But this time we have, well, we did have 2, now we've got 1 again. But anyway, it's a fairly slow one. Right, I love mole. It says there. So, again, 10 more required. Now, some levels are much easier because of, yeah, like that, for example. It stays in one place. If it's just one big block, and yeah, it's probably going to take a long, long time. At the moment, it's where I want it to be, and it's staying there. Right, no times multipliers yet. This game does have 5 difficulty settings. This is actually skill 2, I believe. 5 is the highest. Right, 1 more. And 1 more to go through it. Boom, boom, pow! Right, okay. Now, this is one we will want to try and... Right. This sort of level is where you can get lucky. But it's not easy task to get it where you want it to get it. But if you can get it there, if you're fluky, then yes. The trouble is, every time you're missing your target, Jamie, it's going to get faster. But you can penetrate through these, but do take quite a lot of work. There you go, right back to the start. You've got to be so quick. Right, okay, so we're back to square one again. So again, we need good accuracy shots. All we've got to do is hit it once, and once only. But the blocks that were left in place when you got past that level stay how you left them. That looks good. So we go on to level 2 again. Level 2 of stage 1. Each stage has a certain quantity of levels. There we go. Level 3. Keep going, it says at the top there. Hit them. Right, let's go. Again, the ball is not where I want it to be. Do you need a lot of luck in a level like this? I don't tend to get it, but there we go. We should be okay-ish. Right, so we've got to hit the force 10 times. Now, these blocks are not invincible. Eventually, we'll start to penetrate through. Again, it's getting fast in a very narrow space. Now, I've actually had to clean the mouse for this one, for this game, because it was in quite a bad way. In a game like this, you want a nice clean mouse. Right, there we go. That was difficult, but we're there. Level 4. Stage 1. There we go. That's perfect. And we're getting times multipliers. Don't come back. Don't come back. It's coming back, isn't it? Can we keep it there? I'm going to try. How the ball has slowed down a fraction. Right, I saved it. Boom. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Oh, my lord. Ah. God, blimey. It's a good game, but my lord, is it challenging. My lord. Sorry, it says. There you go. Game over. 6,185. High score status. There you go. Poing. Next game on the list is Premier Picks, a card game based on football joystick. Premier Picks, written by Tim Blacklock. Okay, Premier Picks, please select your Premiership teams. Now, I have to admit, the team I followed in the older days is not there. So I'm just going to pick one at random. We'll go for Chelsea, why not? Press the right to exit. Okay. Right, Premiership Picks pre-season options. Well, I think 21 games in the season for this video is a little bit too extreme. Let's just go for 2, shall we? The shortest league in the world. Right, start the new Premiership season. Next fixture, Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Okay, card help. Now, this will give you... Oh, 6. That's fantastic. So you get to see 6 cards, and you've got to try and remember where they are. So I know where the goal is. It's that one. Now, what happens in the game is completely and utterly based around what card you pick. So at the start of the game, it's luck. It's down to luck. You pick a quantity down to luck, and it gives you a certain quantity of cards you can see. And it is a case of just pick the right one and hope for the best. Right, we've got a goal. Superb. Absolutely superb. It's 2-1 to Chelsea. Okay. Substitution. New card in this position. My go.
Oh, that was a tremendous effort.
There we go. Save. Foul. Okay, it's a foul. My go.
Oh, that was a tremendous effort.
Didn't see it though. I'll take your word for it. My go again. Right, another foul. Substitution. New card in this position. Oh, right. So it switches. Right, it substitutes the card. I get it now. Right, 2-2. Right. Substitution. New card in this position. Oh, I don't believe it. 3-2. I can't be blamed for that. I really can't. Still the first half. Penalty. Find a card quickly. Right, penalty's missed. You've got to try and find the correct card. I didn't find it. Half time. Well, that's an insane first half, even though you didn't actually see any of the footage. But there we go. Lots of cards in this game. Not all yellow, though. Okay. 3-2. Is this for me or is this for him? Maybe it's for me. So I can get to see 3 cards. Well, none of those are any good to me. So we know those 3 there are ones not to be touched. Penalty. Could be quicker than that, my friend. No, you missed it. Right, substitution. New card in its position. Okay, substitution. Come on, we need an equaliser here. Come on, Chelsea. Oh, 2 picks for your rival. Oh, I see. So when you foul, you give the opposition another go. Have another pick. Right, I get 2 picks now. Fantastic. Oh, I don't believe it. Too much fouls in this game. Do you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It seems like my first game is going to be a loss. Which is not good when the league only has 2 games. New card in this position. Woohoo! We're not winning yet though, but we're making good progress. 4-3. Come on. We need an equaliser. That would be a really good opening game. No. Another foul. He gets 2 goes. Full time. Oh, I don't believe it. I lost 4-3. Okay, that was a loss for Chelsea. 3-4. There you go. Good game, though, even though I didn't know a lot about it. Okay, final game of a very, very short season. It's Queen's Park Rangers versus Chelsea. Okay, next fixture. Queen's Park Rangers versus Chelsea. Now, the Premier League, often referred to outside the UK as the English Premier League, or sometimes the EPL, is a top level of English football league system. Consisting of 20 clubs, it operates on a system of promotion and relegation with the English Football League. Seasons run from August to May, with each team playing 38 matches. 1 at home and 1 away. Most games are played on a Saturday and a Sunday afternoon. Right, let's go. It's 0-0.
Oh, that was a tremendous effort.
Superb, we'll go with that.
Oh, that was a tremendous effort.
Right, okay, we need some goals. So you've got to try and find the correct card in the short period of time. If you don't find it, you miss it. If you find it, you score it. So I understand that now. Half time, 0-0. The competition was funded as a FA Premier League on the 20th of February 1992 following the decision of clubs in the Football League First Division to break away from the Football League, funded in 1888 and take advantage of the lucrative television rights deal. The deal was worth around $1 billion a year domestically as a 2013 to 14 with Sky and BT Group securing the domestic rights to broadcast 116 and 38 games respectively. Right, that was me. That was you. Just missed the target. Right, pick another go. Okay, it's still 0-0. Well, if this ends with a draw, I'll be fairly happy with that. He hasn't found it. He has found it. You lucky player. Right, okay. 2 picks for your rival. I've got a funny feeling it's going to result in a loss. But I got 2 picks now. Come on. Oh, I don't believe it. That's probably lost it for me now. Oh, I don't believe it. I've lost again. 1-0. There you go. Well, it was a silly league, really, wasn't it? 2 games. But anyway, Queen's Park Rangers 1, Chelsea 0. I do apologise to any of you Chelsea fans, but it's just down to luck, this game, isn't it? But there we go. Premier picks. The champions are Manchester City. To be honest, it's not much different than nowadays football, really, because I've won it quite a few times in recent years. But anyway, Premier picks. Well done to Manchester City in the first ever 2-game league. Yeah. Next game on the list is a superb game. This I played loads in the old days. The only problem is it's 2-player. This is Quick Money, where the objective is to get as many points as possible, joystick and keyboard. So I'm going to have to plug in 2 mouse for this one, because otherwise the second player is going to get died. Okay, to make this possible, I've plugged in a second joystick. So for Quick Money, we're using a Quick Shot and a Zip Stick. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but I don't have a choice really, because you've both got to survive. There we go, Quick Money, tremendous game. And here is the disc. The first time I played it was on this disc, and this was Amiga format down at the arcades. Came with this, as well as Easy Amos, Croak, and Microbe. Right. Okay, this is Quick Money. I love this game. Played it loads in the old days. The trouble is, it's a 2-player game, which is why I've plugged in 2 joysticks. Now, a bit like Pang, you both have to survive to finish the level. So I'm going to leave one of them up the top there to fire if I so need to. But at the moment of time, we've got a good pattern going on here. Now, this pad here will actually replenish your energy. Now, I could be really sneaky here. What I could do is I could put one of the characters on that pad. So you're constantly going to be having health regenerating, whether you take damage or not. But yes, we're now firing in 2 directions. Once you've defeated all the enemies, and I don't believe there's time limit here, then you go on to the next level. But if one of you die, then you don't go back to the next level, you go back to the main menu. So, I love the sound effects, I do, really, really good. But yeah. A little bit like Chaos Engine 2 at the moment, just a little bit. Anyway, JB, you're taking damage. There we go, pow. Area 2. Now, as you progress through the game, more enemies will be put in place. Now, they'll try and run away from you. When they're shot, they'll retreat. But yeah, you can sort of box them in up against that wall. But what we're trying to do is fire in 2 directions. So, we should have every space covered here. My bullet's going to send them in the background. And then the one at the top is going to make sure they take additional hits. So yeah, this is brilliant. So yeah, I'm using 2 joysticks. So I'm using a Zip Stick and a Quick Fire. And it's working brilliantly well. Area 3. Now I can't remember if the enemies shoot back at you. Didn't get that far in the old days to find out, because I struggled to use 2 joysticks in the old days, I have to admit. But you can use mouse if you so wish. But anyway, this character I'm going to leave on that pad. So if he does take damage, and at the moment he's not, or I'm not, then yeah, we should be okay. We should be replenishing energy immediately. So, in the middle of the screen, we have our 2 energy bars. And also we have the arrow telling you which way is 1-player and which way is 2-player. But yeah, I love it. It's really good. So, again, I'm on standby if enemies go that way. At the moment, they're not. But if I do take damage, the other player will be having health regeneration situations going on immediately. This is on the energy increasing pad. I don't know what it's called, but we'll go for an energy increasing pad for this video. Right, one's gone away. Jamie, use the second joystick. Keep him at bay. There we go, it's going well. Not professionally done, but we're winning nevertheless. Area 4. Okay. But yeah, I haven't played it much in the old days in terms of a 2-player, which is a shame, because I really like this game. Okay, get mine in position, and we're going to go for it. So yes, we have backup firepower if we so need it. Just don't lose track of it. Okay. Yeah, this is really awkward. But it's working, okay. Right, I believe that's all of them now. All we're going to try and do now is deal with them. There we go, is that it? It was a one playing hide and seek. There you go, I see you. But the enemies are not stupid, they're all trying to avoid you, they'll try their best. Area 5. Area 5, I don't think I've ever got this far. Now another thing we could do, we could actually keep both of the characters together. Now they're both robots. Right, they're on this right section. But yeah, as long as you've got two characters or two robots completely far apart, there's no chance of you both shooting each other by mistake. It doesn't take a lot, believe it or not. It doesn't. But anyway, so the zipstick joystick controller is the bottom screen, and the quick shot fire button joystick is the top one, which at the moment is not doing anything. So yeah, he's got it fairly good right now, even though that person doesn't actually exist right now. It's me. He's only there for a backup. Right, one character's got 217 points, one character's got 820. So again, we're shooting where they're currently regenerating and respawning. Okay, however, Jamie, you are taking damage. Let's go and top up the energy, shall we? Pow, there we go. Superb. You can shoot diagonally. Now, if you're using mouse, you do get a crosshair. Oh my lord, Jamie! Getting chased, but I don't know what it is. God, blimey, okay. Health regeneration required there. Right, where are they? Where are they? Where are they hiding? There you go, the other character did nothing. I did all the work. Area 6. Okay. Right, this is good. This is good, because we're both fine in the direction that they are respawning. So we should be okay here. This should be fairly doable. And one of them has actually found a good little place to hide. But yeah, once we deal with all these lot, then we're going to go and hit them with everything we've got. A little closer, why not? Increases the rate of fire. It's really, really awkward to do. Right, is that all of them? No, they're still going. Love the sound effects. Sounds like rumbling belly. I believe that's it. Whoa, hang on a minute. Where do you creep out from? It's like a dog chasing a bone. Right, okay. There you go. Whoa, Jimmy, you're shooting each other. There you go. Right. Energy, there we go, right there. Okay. Jamie! Now, if you're actually on that health pad continuously, I don't know what drains quickly, or what fills quickly. Whether you can actually fill up in time, whether you actually die, I don't know. If you're continuously on that pad, I'm not sure. We should be okay if we stay there. No, Jamie, you're not. You're not. You're dying, man. You're dying. Right, one of us has died. Okay, well, it's all down to me now. Oh, poo! Can't believe it. I got too greedy. There we go. Game over. One player, 533. Two player, 1,430. Player one wins on points. And that is quick money. Okay, final game of this video. This is number 60. This is Raid 3. Fly your helicopter and survive as long as you are able. Joystick. Sounds good to me. Raid 3. Total Fire. Right, like the sound of this already. Okay, Total Fire loading. Copyright 992 Fez Software. Please be patient. I will. Okay, this is Raid 3. It's a shoot 'em up construction kit one. And there's been a lot of those in this series, but this video has taken quite some time to see one. But this one is actually quite good. Quite a lot of these have been okay. Some of them have been really, really bad, and some of them have been very, very good. And this one I put in the very good category. It's very, very good. Good rate of fire. Good movement to it. It's not slow or anything like that. I mean, you don't get additional weapons, but you don't in any of these games. But this one does have a side mission, because you'll try and rescue the hostages. And I believe every hostage you rescue, you do get additional life. I think so. I'm not 100% sure though, but again, it doesn't really tell you until you either die at the end, or you are fluky enough to actually complete these. And there's a few of them I have actually completed. Some of them are very, very difficult. But anyway, boss battle is not too far away, and it's very, very difficult to avoid because there's no real areas where you're safe. But anyway, it's the turrets and the tanks that seem to kill me the most, apart from the boss. That's killed me quite a lot of times. Now, you don't have to kill it. You can blow its wings off, but yeah, if you don't kill it in a certain time, it'll just fly away, whether it's got one wing or two, and it'll carry on. But 9 times out of 10, I'm dead before that point arrives. Now, we do have a score. It's at the bottom of the screen. But yeah, it would be nice if it told you how many lives we have. Because at the moment, I have absolutely no idea. But this is a good attempt. I'm really pleased with this. Not many hostages to rescue. So if you're not rescuing many, you're not going to get many lives out of that. Right, first death. That's quite close to the boss as well. But anyway, I believe that when you respawn, you are invincible for an incredibly short time. But yeah, this is really difficult to avoid. You've got to try and shoot its wings off. I don't know how it's still flying with one wing, but it is. But anyway, at least with one wing missing, I should be a little bit more safe on the screen. But anyway, it's gone off. It's flown away with one wing missing. Okay, we're over the water now, and yeah, it's a bullet hell, this one. It really is. Not all times, but sometimes it is. Right, how many lives do I have? I don't know. There's another hostage. That could possibly be another life. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's see how far we can get. Shoot the jeeps. Jeeps don't fire at you. Well, that was no surprise there, really, was it? They do take a lot of hits. Shoot the people and they explode. Not a nice way to go. Right, okay. But yeah, this one is really, really good. But I don't think I've got many more lives remaining. I mean, these games, I've completed a few of them, but some of them aren't overly long at all. But there we go. It's a superb game. Raid 3. That's the best I've done so far. Okay, Jamie. Right. Okay, everybody, that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. That was episode 6 of Now That's What I Call Games. Not many more to go, but we're getting there. But anyway, this is James Wallace Games. Please like the comment, share. Please subscribe to my channel, Facebook fan page. Please subscribe to Twitch. Just type in Wallace Games. You'll find it fairly easy. Please remember to click the bell icon and don't forget to visit the all these sort of videos, you get on pleasure cheeks, have a big making, and live streams, and Friday night you get time for that cards. I'm out Rick. So that's it. Take it easy. Ciao, bye. See ya. So once you've upgraded to the 5th class, poo. Okay. Next one on the list is poo. No, not that. Jet Set Willy? Same. Even though I've never actually completed Jet Set Willy before, but you got to try and jump. I don't think it's supposed to sound like that. A stupid or silly person. He looked a right numpty standing there in his pants. A stupid or silly person. Smart vocab. Infringement of the arcade machines, changing the P to an F. Outside Japan. The game was released by Pac-Man has crashed. Pac-Man has crashed. Oh. The original Japanese title of Pac-Man was changed to Pac-Man for international releases as preventative. The original Japanese title of Pac-Man was changed to Pac-Man for international releases as a prevention of against. Pooh, Jamie! No, you made a mistake again. Pac-Man for international release as the preventative. The preventative. Right, this is going to be the word I'm going to struggle with on this video. The preventative. The pretentiative. That is a bit of a tongue twister, that one. Preventative. No. The pretentiative. Oh god. The original Japanese title of Pac-Man was changed to Pac-Man for international releases of a this is gonna kill me today. Preventative. The preventative. Preventative. Just, but you either sneezed there or you hissed at me. Probably got No! Right at the end! Have some of that! There you go.